He's the doctor's health coach, Dr. Michael Simmons.
Thank you. Thank you. Riviera Maya, Mexico. Thursday afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. The sun is shining down. It's 80 degrees. The wind is coming off of the ocean. I'm walking across the pool deck. I'm minding my own business. I'm thinking about what I've been listening to, for I'm at a conference put on by Landmark Education about being big, being bigger in life, being bigger personally, being bigger professionally, being bigger spiritually, and being bigger socially. Now, like I said, I'm walking across that pool deck, minding my own business, and boom! My feet slide out from underneath me. In slow motion, I'm reaching my arm back to catch myself. I hit the ground, I hear this crack! That crack is heard across the entire resort. I remember sitting up and looking at everybody looking at me, and I thought, I'm a doctor, I'm okay. And the patrons from the pool came over, my friends came over, they helped me into a lounge chair. They put an ice bag on my wrist that was starting to swell. They brought me a cold drink to help with the pain, and you know what I'm talking about. Now I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for the doctor from the resort to come. He takes my elbow, he lifts it in the air. He says, oh, this looks okay. He moves my fingers. Not too bad, a little bit painful and numb. Then he takes his hand and he wraps it around my wrist. The pain was excruciating. And he looks at me and he says, Senor, I believe it's broke. I looked at him and I said, I concur with that diagnosis, doctor. Now, I was waiting because they put me in a wheelchair because my legs weren't working very well, and they put me on lots of pain medicines for the rest of the time that I was there. I was anxious to get home because I knew that I was going to see my surgeon. And when I went in and saw my surgeon, he holds up that x-ray and he looks at it and he says, Doctor, that is a bad break. We need to operate on that, we need to repair it, and we need to set it. I said, okay, great. Let's get it done because I got to get back to work. So I had that operation the next day. That operation went well by his standard. When I was in the recovery room, I woke up. But my eyes didn't open. My mouth didn't open. My arms didn't move. My legs didn't move. I was paralyzed. But I could hear everything. I could hear the conversations that were going on in that recovery room. But I was simply a blob in a bed. Can you imagine what that's like? You know what? I couldn't either before that happened to me. I wouldn't have known what that was like. So as I'm laying there, I hear my father's voice from years ago, who's been dead for a long time. And he said, it is not over until it's over. Because I was laying there thinking, is this it? This is it? This is the rest of my life? Unable to move, unable to talk. I can't communicate with my kids. Is this it? Now, luckily, over the next several days, I was able to open my eyes. I was able to open my mouth and speak. I was able to get my arms back, but my legs, nothing. Day 2, nothing. Day 4, nothing. I was getting nothing from the doctors about what to do. Now, I've spent months in physical therapy and using unconventional modalities in medicine found in functional medicine so that I could walk and stand. And as you see me walking up here today, I'm still not 100%. Now, I have been in medicine for decades, learning medicine and practicing medicine. I've been trained as a conventional doctor. For 20 years, I've been doing functional medicine. I preached health and wellness to people. I developed their wellness programs. I had thousands of people get better. But one of the things that I realized was I didn't always follow that advice that I was giving them. I knew what I needed to do. I knew I was depleting my nutrients, my vitamins, my minerals. I knew I stressed at work. I knew I stressed at home. I wasn't following my own advice. And if you're a doctor, you kind of know what that's like. Because we take care of everybody else, and we don't have time to take care of us. Now, one of the things at that conference was I started realizing it was about being bigger. It's about being bigger in life. And what is my life given for? I've been doing this for decades. But there is something bigger. I was set up for something bigger. Now, because of what's happened to me, I have retired from the clinical practice of medicine. And what I've done is I have not quit. I have not stopped. But I've become the health coach for doctors. I've become the doctor's health coach. Because if you're a doctor, I know what you feel. I know what you stress about. I know how you sleep or don't sleep, and I know what kind of energy you got at the end of the day. I've been there. Okay? Now, I realize that with my patients, they were getting better because I was holding them accountable for their health goals and their health plan. But I didn't have anybody holding me accountable for my health plan and my health goal. And most of us as physicians don't. So just like many other professions, whether it's an actor, a professional athlete, whether it's a speaker, whoever those professionals are, most of them have coaches. And what I realize with my clients is they're really smart. They're really smart doctors. They're at the top of their game. They're the best in their fields. And they're starting to realize that as professionals, they need coaches too. They need people to hold them to account for what they're up to. Now, if you're a doctor, don't wait. Don't spend any more time wishing. Get in touch with me because I've got you. I have got you in your health. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here today, to speak to all of you. And I hope that you, everybody, will take the opportunity to realize, take the opportunity to see how big your life is supposed to be now. Yeah.